Hello guys, welcome to today's art session once again. I'm painting a cute little fat rat today, so definitely something that's right up my alley. I'm super excited to get started on him. So I don't know, I don't think he was really part of a Drawloween series. I think he was just a personal piece that I decided to draw last year, so bit of a different one, but you know. So first thing I want to do is I'm going to start with the actual rat today. Yeah, it's very cold here, Ilfa. It's freezing. But yeah, I've been trying to rug up as much as I possibly can because yeah, the weather is terrible today. But you know, what can you do? At least in winter, you know, you can wear lots of layers and actually enjoy your clothing a little bit, but it gets to a point where I feel like it's just too much, you know. Where it's no longer fun, it just becomes more hassle with wearing so many layers. But hey, I can't complain, you know, I'm in Australia, so I guess it could be worse. I could have lived in Russia or something where the temperatures get really freezing, so I'm definitely counting my blessings. But yeah, not a fan of the cold. Not at all. So I just want to make him completely wet because I am planning to do a lot of beautiful colors on his fur. Hopefully it can be really interesting. I'm so happy that Khan isn't here today because he really doesn't like rats, and I don't think he would have liked today's stream, so hopefully he doesn't turn up today. You're in Russia and it's hot here right now. Really? Well, then I am jealous. But don't you guys get really freezing winter temperatures over there? I'd imagine so. I don't know what the temperature's like everywhere, but I'm pretty sure on average it gets quite cold there. Alright, so I reckon I can start playing around with some colors. You like my jacket? Thanks, Robin. You know what's the best part of this jacket? The beautiful, like, the lace ribbon on the back. It is so gorgeous, right? I'm obsessed. I was like looking at this jacket for over a year and had kept wanting it, and I was like, you know, it's destiny. You just gotta get it. If you're wanting it that badly that you can't get it off your mind, then you gotta get it. I really gotta make sure this paper is the perfect wetness for what I'm doing, otherwise it is not gonna work. So I might have to do section by section instead of trying to do the whole thing. Otherwise, I'm just gonna fight the paint drying. So I really actually need... I guess I need a paper towel, to be honest. This does not seem to be truly working, so I'm just gonna be right back. I'll grab a paper towel. Everyone thinks it's always cold in Russia, but it depends on the place. I'm sure it does, yeah. I suppose you can get, like, you know, lots of different kinds of temperatures everywhere, so... In summer in the northern hemisphere and winter in the southern, so... Exactly. You watch another streamer, she's also from Australia, and she's called to Professor Huntington. I know her stream. I rated her a couple times, actually. But yeah, I think she's from... I'm pretty sure she's from Victoria, if I remember correctly. Could be wrong, but, you know. Yeah, she's from Victoria. Okay. Jason, hello! How are you going? I'm so happy you raided us. Thank you. Thank you for sending your little family our way. We're always happy to have special people over here. Guys, you have to check out Jason's work. I'll show you a bit of his stream. Give me 1 second. There we go. Guys, please, please, please check out Jason's stream. As you can see, he does super cool work. This looks like, is that Maleficent? That is incredible. How big is this piece? Wow, that's amazing. Beat you to it? I think you already did it, Dover. I just needed to do it on this window because we want to do a clip shout out. That is amazing. Oh, you were working on Bucky or Winter Soldier today? That is so cool. Really cool. What's that latest series that came out about them? I forgot what it was called. What was it? The latest Winter Soldier series that they brought out. Not sure what it's called, but that one I watched that one and I really loved it. It was so awesome. So did you have a good stream today? Were you happy with the piece? If you want to drop a link to it, please feel free, because I love to have a look. Or just post it in Discord and I can have a look on there. That is fine too. So we are just working on this cute fat rat of mine, and I'm trying to give him lots and lots of different splotches for his fur, so yeah, hopefully I can make some decent progress today on him. I feel like I need to have a bigger brush because that one is not quite getting me the flecking that I need. It's too small. That's better. Oh, it was good. That's good to know, Sarah. That is your friend Lynn Stanley as Maleficent. Oh, she was cosplaying her? She looks amazing. rat, you just got 2 new rats in your care recently. Oh no, that is so adorable. What color are they? Are they babies or are they a bit older? Comedian, thank you for the follow. Our community is the best on Twitch. It really is, I know. Man, I wasn't kidding about the winter coat. I know, it's cold. I mean, if you're gonna freeze, at least do it in style, right? That's the way I feel. So... we'll see. I'm not entirely sure if I'm happy with the coat at the moment, but the rat's coat. We'll see. I reckon I probably need to smooth it out just a little because I'm going to not be able to see my texture underneath. And I really want the fur to show through, so I gotta be mindful of that as well. You haven't named them yet. One is pregnant. You do transport for rat rescue because you're a weirdo. I think that is a very noble cause, actually. That is so cute. I would love to see pictures of those if you happen to have some. I mean, what better way to spend your day than saving rats, right? Good night, Sarah. I hope you have a good time. There's 2 months old of females. They're black Berkshire. I don't know what Berkshire rats look like. Are you gonna name this rat Nicodemus? Hello, Matt. How are you doing? You were about to go sleep and now you want to watch my stream. Oh no! I hope I'm not gonna cause you to have any, like, massive sleep deprivation. I don't want to ruin your schedule, but I'm really honored that you want to be here. Discorded me in art. I'll have a look in a sec. Thank you. Alright, let's have a look in Discord. Oh my goodness! You did all the line work and you started doing his hair. This looks amazing. I cannot wait to see it done. So these are in Copics, right? I'm guessing they're Copics again? That is going to be one long project, but it's going to be so worth it once it's done. You're doing great. How am I? You've been away from my stream too long. Well, I actually took a 2-week break, Matt. So yeah, a couple of people thought they missed my streams, but I actually took a break because I needed one. And, you know, I had too many things to get through and streaming was just cutting down on my time. So I needed to find some place where I could just, you know, catch up on things a little bit more. And at least that helped, so. But yeah, it wasn't you. I just happened to not be streaming. But I'm glad you're well and I'm glad you're here. I've really missed you guys. It's looking good, can't wait to see how it turns out, especially the hair since you've been growing yours just like that. Trying to look like Bucky, are you, Dover? Are you gonna save the world? We got a superhero in our midst. Coping again, you really are a master at Copics, honestly. You've been watching some Australian TV. Really? What have you been watching? That's cool. What shows do they, you know, broadcast over there? Most of the shows I watch are actually American TV, not Australian. Starworm! Thank you so much for the raid! Oh my goodness! 2 raids in the span of like, what, 21 minutes? Thank you so much! Guys, we gotta have a look at Starworm's work. Can we please have a shout out for Starworm, guys? Thank you so much for raiding. I really do appreciate that. That is so sweet of you. So guys, please check out Starworm. As you can see, she's got an adorable puppy. I don't know how long ago this clip was taken, but that is so cute. I'll do another shout out because that was really short. There we go. Cute doggo. I didn't know you had a pug. Another puppy pig. Oh my goodness, that is so cute. Look how plump he is. Those rolls of fur. Oh my goodness. Poppy's dream. This is adorable. I love him. He's so sweet. This little rat drawing is looking so phenomenal. Well, thank you, Starworm. Thank you. What were you working on? I'd love to know. I hope you had a good stream today. Isn't he sweet? He's the cutest. I mean, look at him. That is friggin' adorable. He is very plump. Those were from old stream phone days. Ah, okay. Looks super cute. So please drop a link to what you were actually doing today. I'd love to see. No one can stop Bug from taking over the world. Oh, is his name Bug? That is so cute. You've even got emotes to match him. Very, very fitting. No worries, Jason. You take a break. I'm sure you're really tired after the stream. Alright, so... only part I need to finish is his little head up the top. So guys, today we are working on my watercolor painting of this little rat that I drew. I drew him about a year ago, actually. And yeah, hopefully I can finish him up. So his name is Spice. He's part of two characters that I have. The girl's name is Sugar and his name is Spice. So, you know. I actually forgot. Spice is not supposed to be brown. Spice is supposed to be white. So, probably can't make this Spice then, but you know, what can you do? I might redraw him as like white at some point. Val is going crazy outside. Yeah, the rat's name is Spice. Rats are so cute. I know, right? They're adorable. You're bad for the delay on your end. Delay for what? Oh, you added some details to a surrealist landscape or anatomy painting in gouache. It's of a purple lady of a pink planet. That is super cool. Do you have a link that I can check out? A cinnamon spice. That could work, right? That could work. But yeah, I've already designed my character, unfortunately, and I completely forgot this morning that, yeah, Spice is supposed to be white, so I might have to redraw him, but that's right. Not the end of the world. I kind of did want to do like a nice splotchy rat anyway, so not too sad about it. Alright, so let us do a nice pink. Oh, you asked what the rat's name was, and I answered as you send the message. I'm a bit of a mind reader, I suppose. It's quite nice to see viewers today and have pets that match the subject of the stream. I know, right? That is so cute. Hello, Tenant. How are you today? Cinnamon Spice, Spice's evil alter ego. True, exactly, that could be fitting. We've just been acting weird today. It was much worse earlier. Wait, what happened? Hello, Aoife! How are you doing? We're well. I hope you are too. You had a frame rate drop of around 30% tonight. Oh no. That is really awful. That is not cool. You're on mobile, so you always feel like you're on a delay, but they also had an update, so maybe that's why. Yeah, I noticed the update this morning. So yeah, not sure if they changed a lot of things. Hopefully nothing, you know, nothing major. Aw, thanks Tenant. I'm glad you like it here. They were working on some major upgrades, so yeah, the bugs followed, as with any software. That's true. I mean, that's kind of the way it goes, right? Pretty much always the way it goes. I'm really, really happy with his ear. His ear looks so cute. Absolutely adorable. So now I just want to do something similar for his little nose. Hopefully I can get like a nice droppy pink for his nose. Don't want to do too much, but just a little, so I've given him a cute little pink fleck on his nose. Super adorable. I'm kind of happy that I've done him in like not a white, because it lets me play with his fur a lot more, you know. He just uploaded a progress pic to your Instagram if I want to see. Sure, let me have a look. Unfortunately, I can't show it on stream because my streams have been consistently crashing. Ever since I've like shared my screen. I don't know why, and I've been trying to fix it for months, but I've not been able to. Hang on, it's Starworm Art. Is that your Insta, or do you mind like dropping a link? I'm pretty sure I follow you. Oh, it's starworm.art. That's why I didn't get it. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna share a link to chat of your piece so everyone can have a look. Guys, have a look at what Starworm was working on. It's amazing. I have a particular accent. You like it. Pretty English sound. So I'm actually from South Australia. You wish bugs in technology were cool, like Bug the Puggo. Exactly. I would love if they were all puggos. No, you don't need a permit to link it, but that's alright. I already dropped a link to your first one, and I'm having a look at your second one. This is amazing. I really like the what you did with like the wavy stripes in the front, and the colors are beautiful. So this is the close-up, guys. Have a look at the close-up. No worries. Yeah, I'm pretty quick. Pretty used to finding people on Insta, so guys, go and give Starworm a follow, both on Insta and on Twitch. Her work is amazing, and she's been lovely enough to, you know, raid us today and grace us with her beautiful community. So one thing I really adore about watercolors is just how beautifully blended you can get things, you know? I really just adore that. Sometimes they are, trust you currently work in that area. added details to the bodies today. It's tricky trying to blend gouache, but you're enjoying how it's turning out. That is really cool. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Art is definitely meant to be enjoyed, so, you know. Alright, so I do need to actually darken parts of his body. I'm going to load up the sketch that I did of him, which I reckon was in 2020, yes. Just so I know which areas I want it darker and which areas I want it lighter, and then I'm gonna hopefully appropriately darken those areas. Tennant, thank you so much for the follow. You need to go sleep now. No worries. I hope you have a good night. Hello, little bro. How are you doing? As they say, art is the highest form of hope. Exactly. That is so true. Art keeps you alive, and it's very, very important. So I do need to do the same here. He needs more shading down there. And hopefully I can just lighten up the little face part a little. There we go. You forgot to say too, you adore this red coat I'm wearing. Red velvet is such a good fabric. I know. I actually wanted to get this jacket for over a year, and I'm pretty sure it's from, I think it's from Killstar. Killstar or Disturbia, I forgot. But the coolest thing about it is it's got this gorgeous lace ribbon down the back. And I was just obsessed with that, so couldn't resist it. It's beautiful. Now you're craving cake. Oh my goodness! I haven't had red velvet cupcakes in a long time. I would love some right now. That sounds perfect. It's always so interesting to me how the how the paint creates different shapes once it dries. You know, you gotta keep an eye on it. You bet Zazu likes that ribbon too. Oh, Zazu, if Zazu got a hand of the ribbon, he would wreck it. That's not a good idea. Keeping Zazu away from things is a constant struggle. So... Alright, what's everyone's favorite cake? That's a good question. I think mine would have to be mud cake, but red velvet cake definitely is a close second. If it doesn't sometimes, like depending on my mood, I reckon sometimes it would actually be number one. Yeah, we've got Betsy today. Betsy's helping us, so Betsy the Bat. Black Forest? I'm not a huge fan of Black Forest cake, actually. Carrot cake. Ooh, I love the topping of carrot cake. Yours is lemon cake. I haven't had lemon cake. What does that taste like? I guess very lemony. I hope it's not overbearingly lemony, because I wouldn't like that. Alright, so need to darken this area as well. So I'm gonna mix up some more paint. I'll wet them first. And hopefully I can get this area darkened up as well. There's so many creaks and noises in the house, like, it's crazy. Because it's so windy today. It is absolutely ridiculous. So I'm just trying to get his base fur colors in place, and then I'm gonna go over in like obviously a darker shade or something and add some highlights and everything. You love Dairy Queen ice cream cake. What is that? Cheesecake, anyone? I used to be a huge fan of cheesecake, and I think I had too much of it, and then it got like a bit much for me. No, it's not sour tasting, like a hint of lemon, you guess. Okay. Black Forest is more nostalgic for you. A simple chocolate cake or cupcake does the trick mostly. That's fair enough. I hope you don't mind you asking, but you don't think you ever figured out how to properly say my username. You just read Neca aloud. Neca is actually what I go by, so yeah, just Neca. But yeah, the full thing is Nekaki, but originally I wanted to just get the username Neca. It just wasn't available, so if you just want to do Neca, I'm happy with just Neca. Cool. So we're slowly building up darker areas in the painting, which is good. I need him to go, you know, a little darker than he is currently. I'm really loving the little fleck there. That is absolutely beautiful. Alright, so I reckon it's time to start making some progress on his face. That needs to go a little bit darker as well, so I'm gonna go in with my smaller brush and try and do that. The full pronunciation is so pretty. Nekaki, thank you. It's an American ice cream fast food place. They have phenomenal ice cream cake with an Oreo crumble chocolate syrup layer in the middle. That sounds really nice, actually. Yeah, I would love to taste that. Sounds delicious. Okay, so I need to darken up his little ear as well. And I reckon it's time to start his eye as well. So I'm gonna do little gouache highlights eventually. But for now, I just want to put the color in. So, giving him a beautiful pink eye. What are some iconic American foods that you guys can think of? Like, when you think of America, what foods do you think of? Like, what would you tell somebody they have to taste to know what American foods taste like? There's gotta be something. Like, my head would go to probably those like street foods and everything, but I don't know anything about America. I've never been there, so I wouldn't know if that's accurate. Cute little pink paws. I love rat paws. Rat paws are the cutest. You want one now? Oh my goodness. Apple pie is so good. I actually had apple pie on the weekend. It was delicious. It wasn't just a pure apple pie, it had like, you know, other things in it as well, but it was definitely really delicious. So I enjoyed myself. It had quince and it had pear and, you know, all good things. You're so glad I'm on so you could raid me. Oh, thanks, Jason. No worries. You have a good rest. I'll do another shout out for you. There you go. Thank you so much once again, guys. Please go and give Jason a follow. He raided us just before Starwomb did, and he makes amazing Copic artwork. He was working on Bucky, you know, from the Avengers. It's amazing. You guys have to check it out. I hope you have a good rest, Jason. Mexican food from where you're at in Arizona and also California. Okay. So mostly, you've got mostly Mexican food? You've heard those are great regions for Mexican food. Carne asada fries are the best. What are those? Never heard of those. Okay, time to do this biscuit. Properly doing this biscuit. American cuisine is kind of like a mixture of lots of different foods. Okay. So just very multicultural. Most of the southern states, but the ones on either coast have some authentic foods. Okay. That makes sense. So it's a bit of a mix. I guess Australia can be kind of similar at times as well. But we definitely have a lot of food that is iconically Australian. Undeniably so. Like, people from New Zealand claim the pavlova is theirs, but we all know it's from Australia, right? We know Australia owns the pavlova. Sorry to any people from New Zealand over here, but that's a known fact. His little tail is the cutest thing. I love drawing rat tails. Absolutely adorable. There we go. So I'm gonna go over with more layers eventually. Just hoping this will settle down first. Hello, Matthew. How are you? Our barbecue, exactly. That's very Australian. Carne asada is fries is beef with melted cheese like mozzarella, sour cream, and guacamole, and diced tomatoes. Okay. Sounds very delicious. True, as 4th of July approaches, and also for most of summer, stores stock up on a lot of barbecue meat and seasonings. Interesting. A lot of hot dogs too. Yeah, definitely. I think that is an especially American thing as well. Hot dogs. I'm really, really loving his tail. It is so cute. Absolutely. I might have to wait. I don't know. I really need to go darker for certain areas of his tail, but it's not quite working just at the moment. I have a feeling the paper is still too wet. Might be wrong. Maybe it'll work. Going to a baseball game and having a hot dog with a cold beer is good stuff also. Expensive, but good you feel. Is it expensive just because you're ordering it from there? Baseball and a football game, foods are so expensive. So good though. Okay, I guess it's just because, you know, they have to cater there, so makes sense. Hal Mockery, how are you doing? I'm glad you're here. I'm doing really well, thank you. You love his little pink ears. Thank you. I'm in love with them too. And the cute little pink feet. Super adorable. Have you ever had a pet rat, Starwood? The tail, the tiny little paws, the ears, and the top of the nose. I know, he's really coming to shape and he is so cute. I love him. Perfect. Yeah. So I don't know, I reckon we're close to actually wrapping him up. Because I essentially can, you know, add the rest of the details and shadows and everything with just a little bit of, you know, pencil work. Nothing major really needed anymore. Your father bought you a rat lamp for your birthday. It's pretty unique. You'll like it. Oh my goodness. Do you have a picture of it? I'd love to see. It's good, just got home from work. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying an evening off now. His little paws say, hold me. They do, they do. They also say they're mischievous when you say, what would you name your pet rat that you will have one day? Oh, so Star Wim hasn't had a rat. You haven't. You know people who have though. You think it'd be fun to have one someday. Well, we took care of 2 rats for a while. They were my sister's university rats, but they got rehomed because we didn't, you know, we didn't have space for them at the time. But yeah, they got good homes. But yeah, they were so cute. They were really, really special. They just wanted attention, just wanted to play the whole time, you know? And yeah, it's just crazy how endearing they can be. I'm not too sure what else I need to get done. I'm pretty sure after I finish that, just add a couple more details, I should be good to go. And we can wait for the paint to dry. And then I'd be able to, you know, start working on the line work, which is going to be awesome. I am really excited. You would call your rat something cute like Tofu. That is adorable. Yeah, that sounds... I think I would call my rat something prestigious like Socrates or, you know, some philosopher's name. I don't know. I feel like I would want to give them something stately. Or tato like potato. Well, then they gotta be fat, right? What are the most Australian foods? Ah, that's a good question. I would have to say, um, like for me, always the first thing that comes to mind is pavlova, but that's just because I like pavlova. I would just say a good barbecue with like lots of sausages and lamb, roasted lamb. I think that Vegemite is probably also another one that comes to mind. Meat pies. We really love our meat pies. You feel like people don't expect rats to be that endearing or affectionate, but they can be so sweet. Birds too are so affectionate. Yeah, that's true. I feel like rats are just generally a very misunderstood kind of animal. I don't know why, but they just tend to be. Thanks, you posted it in my Discord. Check it out whenever you get time. I will after the stream, Matthew. Thank you. Rats and birds are hella smart. They really are. They really are. Yeah. Well, I've got a pet parrot called Zazu actually, and Zazu is very special. He's my little mascot. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see me constantly posting videos or pictures of Zazu. He also has his very own Instagram because I overshare pictures of him on my Instagram. So, you know, I had to create a separate space so people don't maybe get overly bombarded with him, but you know. A prestigious rat to read literature with. I know, exactly. And obviously, like an advisor. You need a rat as a personal advisor. Like, if you have a problem in life or you just need advice, you go to your rat advisor. And you know you will be all good. Because rats know best, right? I do need to darken up his little face a tiny bit as well. Not a whole lot, but just enough because it's slightly lacking some form right now. So. You always wanted to try Vegemite. Apparently it's an acquired taste. You heard Vegemite is so common in Australia. It really is, yeah. You'll like the Ninja Turtles go-to Splinter. Like the Ninja Turtles go-to Splinter. What is that? You need a rat advisor to help you with your time management skills. What do you do to time manage at the moment, Starworm? Because I'm like a chronic time manager. Like, maybe a little bit obsessively so. But I find that without it, I'm not able to really keep things running. So I have a lot of methods in place to help myself properly time manage, especially when you're freelancing and you have to, run your own business. You gotta be really strict with that. So that's why I've set some things in place for myself. Okay, how come in all this discussion with rats and food, none of us mentioned ratatouille? I know. That is crazy. And like, that is the best rat name ever. Gotta name your rat that. Gotta name your rat Ratatouille. Super cute. I love that movie. It's adorable. I love how you can erase watercolor off certain areas where you didn't necessarily want it. It's pretty cool like that. You pets are part-time in between managing art streaming and other content creation stuff. Not quite at the art business part yet, but getting there. Well, that makes sense. Pet sitting sounds like a great part-time job though. I envy you with that. Secret of NIMH had a big impact on you as a child. What is NIMH? Or Rattata from Pokemon. Nicodemus was terrifying. Are these like all cool rat names? Sounds adorable. Alright, I want to add a little bit more depth to his tail. So we're gonna do that. I feel like I need it to blend proper. So I'm gonna wet it again and go over with a darker shade, hopefully. Pronounced Secret of Nim, a movie from the 80s, spelled out Secret of Nim. animated. Rats or mice, lots of blood. Did the rats or mice die? You could use a little artist like the little chef from Ratatouille. Life would become easier. I know, I wouldn't mind my own little personal mini rat chef. Pronounced, it's really fun, lots of exercise some days, lots of downtime keeping dogs company on other days. Yeah, that sounds nice. So like, do you have to go to their houses or where do you do it? As a kid, you remember you laughed at the crow, forgot the name, oh, you have a sparkly. You've not seen that movie in so long. Some of those classics are just totally worth rewatching, you know? Rewatching over and over. You miss the way movies were animated back then. Yeah, I do too. 2D animation is the best. That's why I prefer the old Disney ones. Like, I mean, the new ones are okay. It's just the old ones. They were really special. Hand-drawn animation is really satisfying. It is, yeah, there's so much talent that goes into that. I think my favorite animated series has gotta be Betty Boop. There is just so much creativity in that. It was supposed to be a kid's movie, but was pretty gothic and serious. Still had its cute moments though. Well, if it's gothic, I'm probably gonna like it, so I will check it out. As long as there's no animals dying. Because I don't like that. I don't think I've really seen it before. It's not really familiar. Moment. Yeah, I don't think. But yeah, I can tell why it can be scary. Definitely. You think I would appreciate the animation in that one? I might want to consider seeing it. I'm sure I will. I may have seen clips of it, but yeah, it's not very familiar. Oh, Betty Boop and Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I haven't seen Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I need to check that out. Is that another, like, really old one? Oh, looks like it's a movie. Oh my goodness, I used to have a toy of Roger. Roger the Rabbit. I used to have this toy that's stuck on like a car window. And then like his suckers fell off and like I just played with him. I still have him. Yeah, it's really cute. But yeah, Betty Boop, if you guys haven't already seen it, check out her Halloween themed ones. Like, they are just amazing. I love them. It's hysterical. Okay. What are some other old animations that you guys are really into? That's so funny. Roger the Rabbit was a fun one. You really like Akira. What is Akira about? Nim is cool too, just a bit dark. There are some animal deaths though. Oh no. I also really liked, I'm not sure what it was called, but this Fox and the Hound. I'm pretty sure it is called Fox and the Hound actually. I really liked that series. It made me really sad as a kid, but like, you know, it has a happy side to it too. Eventually. I don't know if we're gonna finish him today. Might have time. It's 2:30, so I reckon we should be able to finish him. Spirited Away is one of your faves. That is definitely a cool one. I saw the new ad out for the redo they did. That's obviously 3D. Um, but it feels like they changed a lot of the story, and that makes me sad. So my sister wants to go see it, but I'm trying to not go into it too trying to be open-minded and not expect the same thing because I feel like, yeah, they probably just changed the whole story. In 1988, the Japanese government drops an atomic bomb on Tokyo after ESP experiments on children go awry. In 2019, 31 years after nuking the city, Kaneda, a bike gang leader, tries to save his friend Tetsuo from a secret government project. He battles anti-government activists, greedy politicians, irresponsible scientists, and a powerful military leader until Tetsuo's supernatural powers suddenly manifest. That sounds really, really interesting. Yeah. So is that 2D animation as well? Is it like a human character or is he like an animal? Fox and the Hound, yeah, such a beautiful and emotive story. I know. It made me cry. Studio Ghibli has some amazing stuff, animated movies. Yeah, they really do. I actually haven't seen Totoro yet. I've seen sections of it, but I really want to see the full thing. I like those, I don't know if they're called dust bunnies, but like the little round creatures. I love those. And Totoro is so adorable. But Akira has amazing animation, has a future dystopian setting, and almost cyberpunky. That does sound amazing. Yeah, sounds like a really interesting series. I actually think if Zachary Bryan, one of my mods, were here, they would definitely be into that. You gotta head out. You are dead tired. Have a good night. Well, thank you, Hell Mockery. I'm really happy you were here. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a good sleep. You've got to grab some food. You'll be lurking. Well, no worries, Star Room. Enjoy your lurk. They're human characters. Okay. Well, one of my most favorite of all animated series is probably Heidi. I'm pretty sure it's a Swiss series. I really, really adore it. So watched it over and over as a kid. And then there's one called, I think it's Niels Holgersen. I think it's Swedish. And it's about a boy who was mean to animals. And so he got cursed. And I don't remember exactly how he got cursed, but he got cursed and he was shrunk. So he was always really mean to his pet hamster. And one day he got shrunken and his hamster actually helped him. So it's a really emotional story. And then he also has this goose. He used to always chase the goose around with a stick. And then eventually the goose helps him and saves his life, and well, you get the idea. He eventually starts being nice to animals, and then he wants to revert the curse so he can go back to his parents and family and live a normal life again. But he doesn't exactly know what he has to do. But ultimately, I think the curse was supposed to last a while, like until he got the point that he shouldn't just think of himself, he should think of like animals and others around him and like how his life affects them. So it's a really good story. I really love that story. I gotta rewatch it. I have it downloaded, but just it's not on my iPad and it's on my computer, and I don't really watch movies on my computer. I'm usually productive when I'm on my computer. My iPad is where I tend to do more fun things. So, well, he's looking really, really good. Obviously some sections of the paint is still wet, so I can't just like go over it already. But as you guys can see, he is super cute. I mean, look at his fur. Super adorable. I feel like I nailed him. I definitely do. So unfortunately I cannot touch the paper because it is just gonna break if I touch it at the moment, but next step will be to color it. Sorry, to do the line work and give it some contrast. So I'm gonna go over in some pencil and hopefully I'll get a little bit more detail. Then we're gonna go and do some gouache highlights as well. That does sound interesting. You've never heard of that one. It is so cute. I'll try and find a link on YouTube. I actually think I have the whole series. You can watch the whole series on YouTube, I'm pretty sure. I think someone uploaded a playlist, but I don't know if it's completely, I'll see if I have the playlist. I don't know if it's completely, you know, what do you call it? Complete? But maybe. Oh yeah, Ovid and the gang. Who remembers them? I'm gonna open a link. Maybe you guys remember these guys. Let me know if you guys have watched Ovid and the gang. Thank you, Alien Frog. Really appreciate that. You have to run and do the mod thing. Hope I have an amazing rest of the stream and you will catch me next time. Thank you, Moonlit Tia. I hope you have a good time modding and hope nobody gives you any trouble. Hopefully everyone plays well. I feel like the art community in general is just really, really nice, you know. Rarely do you have problems with people on our Twitch. You've never seen Ovid and the Gang? Well, you're in for a treat. They're hilarious. That's like one huge playlist of them. Oh yeah, the Three Musketeers. D'Artagnan and the Three Musketeers. This is another one, guys. This one's amazing. I was so obsessed with this one as a kid. Still am. Go and check out D'Artagnan. That one's amazing. I love it. I don't know if I have the one about the animals. Oh, not in a playlist at least. I'll see if I can get at least. See, I have one in German. I don't know. Is there one in English? Because I used to listen to it for like language practice. Well, here's one about the boy with the animals and hamster. It's only the intro though, but it's really cute. Hello username, how are you today? We're just talking about animated TV series at the moment, so if you have any good recommendations, let us know. I think it might just be dry enough at the moment to let me play with it. So, time to start adding detail, guys. You're good? How am I? I'm really good. Yeah, I've been having a lovely day painting my beautiful little rat friend today. So, really enjoying drawing him. What have you been up to? How's your day going? You just finished Invincible on Amazon Prime and you thoroughly enjoyed it. That sounds awesome. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And the good part begins. So is Invincible a 2D series or a 3D series? Thank you for the follow username. Please sit down and join our vampire tea party. Very happy to have you. I should close up Roger the Rabbit and actually open my drawing so that I know where I got a shade and start adding some detail to his fur back. So I might just take a picture of him before I color him in. So just grab a picture quickly. That's some amazing story and animation. I know, it's adorable. Really, really cool. I love the storyline. Like, I actually feel like a lot of those old comics just had the best. I'll see if I can find like the, I'm pretty sure it's the Betty Boop Halloween, Halloween party? I don't know. Like, there's a couple. But yeah, I'll send you guys one. You gotta check out Betty Boop's Halloween themed stuff. I always love the little pieces of fur inside rats' ears. They're so cute. Everything about them is cute. What would you guys say is your favorite animal? Not really great animations, but still really good cartoons. You grew up as Aqua Teen, Hunger Force. You grew up on was Aqua Teen, Hunger Force, and the other Adult Swim cartoons that came on back then. Can't say I know those. That sounds cool. When I was younger, we used to watch other TV series like Baba on TV. I think it's American. There are more surreal or dark types of humor, and the animations were simple but still had this unsettling feeling to them. Okay, that sounds interesting. If you want to post some of that in Discord, that would be awesome. Oh, your favorite animal is crocodiles and frogs, and frogs are super close to that first spot also. No wonder why you've got frog in your name, right? That all makes sense now. So what do you like about crocodiles? I don't think I've ever met anyone who said that their favorite animal is a crocodile. That's interesting. Mine has to be parrots. I have a soft spot for parrots and always will. So, definitely parrots for me. I feel like that side is still probably too wet for me to touch. The paper feels like it's just, you know, very moist, and I don't want to rip the paper, so I'm gonna leave that. Pet portrait. Hello, Artful Turkey. Right before I streamed, I saw you alive. What were you doing? Star William, thank you so much for subscribing to my YouTube channel. Really appreciate that. You like how crocs have a constant smile on their face? They have not really evolved for millions of years, so it's like a glimpse into the past. You like how powerful they are also. Okay, yeah, that's an interesting perspective. I hadn't thought of that. Pet portrait. This is actually just a character from imagination, so not a true pet portrait, but definitely enjoying working on him. So I've called this rat Spice. And he loves to eat, as you can tell. He really is passionate about his food. Could be someone's pet in some world. Well, I'm sure there are many rats that look like this, so definitely possible. Oh, hang on, you meant you worked on a pet portrait. Is that what you said? Wish it were your pet portrait. I know, I wouldn't mind having a rat like him. If you want to show off some of your work to everybody, please drop a link in the chat, Artful. I would love to have a look. I cannot share it on the stream because it's been crashing my streams when I screen share work. I have no idea why, but I'm definitely happy to take a look. Let me have a look. Oh, this is beautiful. Wow, I love how you do your backgrounds. That is amazing. He looks so happy with himself. Very, very adorable. That is so cute. Guys, go and click the link that Alpha Turkey just shared in the chat. It is one very cute puppy. Very amazing. So how long have you been working in watercolors for, Artful Turkey? I cannot wait till I add the little highlight to his eye. It's gonna make the whole eye just pop beautifully. You like the bandana, orange is your favorite color. How to include it? About 2.5 years. Okay. I would say I've only been, so I've obviously worked with watercolor, you know, on and off for a very long time, but I've been consistently working in it now for I would say 6 months. Almost maybe a little bit more, maybe more like 7 months, 7 or 8 months. So that's how long I've been consistently working in it. Before, I used to color my drawings digitally in Procreate, and I really just missed the feeling of being able to feel the paper, you know, mess around with different effects and you know, different ways the paint moves around. So I found myself always just fighting digital color to not look flat, and ultimately I just gave up and I decided, well, look, why instead of fighting this medium, why don't you just try to work in the medium that you're trying to make it look like and just get better at it, you know? So that's what I did, and I'm not looking back even a single day since I've done that, because I love my watercolor. I have a good handle on the medium for sure. Thank you. I'm glad you think that. I'm really, truly glad. What was the name of this type of paper? So this is Arky's watercolor paper, and it's hot pressed. I like having hot pressed paper because it's nice and smooth, and yeah, I don't know. I feel like I can add a lot more detail with my pencil afterwards if I'm working on hot pressed watercolor paper. Now, I had a chat to a lot of different artists. Everyone seems to recommend Arky's brand, so it's very well loved. And I feel like it's for good reason as well. What would you say is your favorite type of paper, Artful Turkey, to do watercolor on? I almost forgot one of his little toes. I'm gonna have to go in and color that one. Don't want it to be left out. I used to really hate drawing fur once upon a time because I always felt like it was really tedious and um, just so time consuming and distracting me from things that I actually wanted to draw. But now I'm obsessed with drawing fur. It's like, you know, if I get to draw fur, it's mesmerizing, it's relaxing, and I absolutely love it now. I reckon he's going to take a lot longer to finish than I originally anticipated because of all the detail in this fur. So we may actually not be able to finish today, but that's alright. If I don't finish him today, I might be able to actually fit in an extra stream on Friday. We'll see. Is that a mechanical pencil? Yeah, this is my Mab Graves. It's a limited edition series, but it's made by Alvin Draftmatics, so you can still get them, just not in these colors. But yeah, I love these. They're so sturdy. Like some pencils that you get from like office supply stores always wobble. These don't. These are just so sturdy. I like these, and I also like my Kawiko brass ones. They're amazing. Thanks, Dover. Thank you so much. Yeah, my Tom Dixon one would be this one. It is gorgeous. I love it. So I reckon this one is, yeah, this one is a 0.7mm. They're also secret weapons. They really are, yeah, exactly. they've always bring the punch like to the final piece, the final stage of a painting when everything just needs a little bit more life, right? That's when the pencils do their magic. My mum is apparently picking up a duvet from a local marketplace ad, so she wants to know if I want to come along. I'm so happy with how he's turning out. He is super adorable. Really, really the cutest little guy. I hope the music isn't too loud for you guys. Comfy, right? Have you guys seen those ads of those wearable blankets? I want to get one for winter. It is so cold. I feel like if I had one of those, I would not freeze anymore. I would just be so nice and comfy, and I could do anything. Like, it feels like as soon as it gets to winter, our productivity just declines majorly. Is it just you, or do his eyes say mischief? I feel like they have to. I mean, after all, he has gotten into the cookie jar and stolen some cookies, so it can't be just adorable, right? It has to be up to some mischief. Well, I'm definitely making a ton of progress, so I'm very happy about that. But yeah, I have a long way to go. He's far from being finished, because I'm going to be adding lots of little highlights to him as well. So what would you guys say? Are you more in a winter or in the summer? I would say I'm probably spring is my season, when it's not too cold and not too warm, when I can wear boots and jackets and things, but I don't have to, you know, rug up so much that I struggle to move. I would say that's my season. His little tail is truly coming to life. Wait, shouldn't it be autumn there in the southern hemisphere? I don't know, it feels like winter. Maybe it's just like a very cold autumn. But it definitely feels like winter. It's cold enough to be winter. The trees still have leaves on. You usually tell by looking at trees. Over here though, it doesn't really happen that way because I think most of the trees we have are gum trees, and so they're evergreen. And just a lot of the other trees, because it doesn't actually get as cold here as it does over, you know, in the States probably. The trees don't actually respond the same way. I mean, definitely some trees have already lost their leaves, but on average, there's still a lot of trees full of leaves, so a little hard to go by that in Australia, I reckon. Well, it's summer here in the US. Climate change has messed up all the seasons anyway. Right, okay. Is it common to see koalas or not at all? Yeah, it's very common. Like, we've had them in our backyard all the time. If you've never heard a koala growling, you should YouTube it. It is the weirdest sound ever. But yeah, we have a lot of koalas in our yard. We've got kangaroos. Like, I went on a night drive with my brother the other day. We drove back home and there was this huge kangaroo standing right in front of us in the, like right in the middle of the road. And we thought it was a person at first because he was standing all upright. But it wasn't. It was definitely a kangaroo. So yeah, very common. Wallabies are less common. I don't think I've seen many. I've seen a couple of echidnas. When we've gone for walks, like in the mountain areas, I've seen a lot more of them. Haven't ever seen them in like our backyard. I feel like they're more rare. I've never seen a wombat. I think that they're pretty endangered as well. So that's probably why. But yeah. You guess koalas are like raccoons. How come they're like raccoons? Like, as common? It's nice to live in places where you see a lot of wildlife. Yeah, it really is. Like, I feel like most places in Australia tend to be like that. Like the previous place I lived at, uh, there was a national park, like a conservation park, right next to us. So there weren't any kangaroos there, unfortunately. There was a koala once, but lots of rabbits, lots and lots of rabbits. We also have foxes here, which is not so good for the native wildlife. They actually killed out all the possums in our backyard, so I don't hear all that many anymore. The foxes are so good at catching them, which is not the greatest for the survival of endangered species. But that's a mistake made by a previous generation that you can't fix. The never-ending memes of wildlife in Australia is out to kill you, although that's not always the case. I don't know, like, maybe in the outback where there's dingoes, but there's not, or like, I guess they're referring to snakes and spiders. That's probably why. I don't know. Yeah, because raccoons are common in a lot of parts of the US where they stumble in backyards. I think the most common here are probably the possums. Like, we have a lot of possums. We have a lot less koalas than possums. Like, I would say I probably see a possum once every 2 to 3 months. Sorry, a koala once every 2 to 3 months, but I will see a possum like every week. There are so many of them. That's a shame you didn't realize possums were endangered. I don't know, possums aren't... Some possums are endangered, not all species, but we have a lot of small animals and similar to possum species that are actually endangered. So if possums can be caught, those can definitely be caught as well. And that is the problem. But yeah, I think the bushtail possums are not endangered, but there are lots of other species of possums that aren't so common. Same with koalas, like in a lot, I'm pretty sure in South Australia, koalas are actually a pest. And they started to actually cull them because we had too many koalas. And then there was an outcry from people overseas being like, Australia can't kill koalas, that's ridiculous. That's like Australia's icon, how can they be killing their koalas? So they had to do something because it was affecting tourism. Like, people weren't wanting to come to Australia because they were killing koalas here. So they started this project where they'd like, I believe the issue was them just reproducing too quickly. So they started this project where vets would volunteer and actually de-sex them and release them back into the wild. So it was very costly. It's still being done, but that was the solution to, you know, fixing our tourism problem, because the world didn't want to see us killing koalas. But yeah, there's actually a rare species of koala, I'm pretty sure on the east coast of Australia, near Queensland and New South Wales, and they're actually very rare. So if you ever see that people say koalas are endangered, that is true. There are definitely certain species of koala that are, but the ones we have in South Australia don't have a problem. We have a lot of those. So I'm gonna go with my mum in probably around 15 minutes, so the stream will be ending then. To go pick up that duvet. And why are they called that? Like, who calls them that? Duvets. It sounds weird. I don't know, I've never heard them being called that, but that's what the ad said they were, so. I feel like that's gotta be some British name for them. You have a video of a raccoon climbing a wall. You'll put it on Discord. That is so cool. I know, it's actually a pic. I would love to see. Is that like in your backyard? Well, you lived in California, you'd see a lot of possums, but since living in Arizona, you mostly see rattlesnakes, scorpions, sun spiders. That is not a nice trade. I would rather have the possums. And especially like the possums you guys have are really cute. I love those. It's such a shame they live so short. I heard they only live like 3 to 4 years and then they die. But I follow this Instagram account. It's called Juniper Fox. And it's really, really cute. They keep a lot of exotic wildlife in the States. Lots of foxes, kind of strange kinds of, what do you call them? Geckos? And then they have these possums, but they're so cute. French origin duvet, a type of bedding. I don't know, isn't it the same thing as a doona? Or is that a different thing? I don't know, there's so many names for bedding. It's like, why does it have to be so complicated? Why can't we just have normal bedding that works like normal bedding, right? All these names for everything. His fur is coming along so well. I'm so happy with them. Hello, Napalm! Long time no see. How are you? Duvet, comforters, etc. Really much similar stuff. I know the word comforter. That's usually what I see them called here. I don't know where to, like... I haven't heard them being called duvet for a very long time. Not bad, yes, long time. How about you? I'm doing well, Napalm. I had a bit of a 2-week break from streaming. This is my first week back. So I'm really, really happy to be back. Happy to be back in arting and seeing a lot of things. Sorry, getting a lot of things done. But yeah, the break was good. I needed it to catch up on a lot of things, so it was good. Yeah, when you see a sun spider, especially with how big they get, it will make your heart jump. That sounds interesting. Like, are they aggressive though, or do they tend to like sort of stay on their own? I really envy you guys in the States because you guys can keep tarantulas, and you guys can keep the safe species, like the New World species that let you hold them. I so badly want one, but yeah, we can't hold ours. We can only, because ours are very poisonous and also aggressive, so, and all the other species are illegal. So I don't really have many options. It's either get a spider I can probably never hold, or no spider at all. But I've still been thinking of getting one. I really do want one. Just gotta find space for it. I'm really running out of space in my studio, and I don't have a lot of room anywhere else either. Tarantulas are super cool, but really rare to see. You've only seen one once in the wild. Do you have them in pet stores though? You love drawing spiders. You should post some of your drawings. I don't see a lot of people drawing spiders actually. I feel like they can be quite tricky to draw, and that's probably why a lot of people steer clear of drawing them. Because they're definitely not easy. They've got a really interesting anatomy about them, right? Some spiders usually keep to themselves, but you've heard stories where people thought that they were being chased, but you guess some spiders just want the shade your shadow cast. Right, okay. I feel like that's a bit of paranoia playing in their minds. You live on the edge of the Colorado Rocky Mountains. There is lots of wildlife. The animals that you really relate to most are the bighorn sheep. Interesting. That is cool. I'm glad you have a lot of wildlife. The bighorn sheep, those that can climb really steep mountains that have like rubbery hooves. You can get a tarantula in a pet store. It's supposed to be really docile creatures. Exactly. Apparently they're very friendly. I love Lucas the spider dover. He is so cute. They climb straight up the cliffs. It's pretty neat to watch. I bet. Yeah. They're impressive. Like, I just don't get why they want to live there. Like, don't any fall to their deaths? Or is it to stay safe from the bears? Because the bears can't follow them up there, right? I guess that makes sense. So I still gotta do the shadow. And the shadow is going out here. And it sort of starts right about here, so it curves. because that's definitely going to make his tail really pop out. It's for the safety and raising of their young. Okay, so it is to keep them safe. Imagine being born and you can barely walk and you need to walk on those steep hills. That is crazy. Thank you for the follow, Strawberry. Really appreciate that. You got to see antelope for the first time when you went to Meteor Crater. They are so big. Okay, what are they, the African kinds of antelope or a different kind? Yeah, we're drawing a rat, Strawberry. Do you like rats? So I'm gonna try and give this a little bit more blending. Now it also goes to his meets him at the tail, so to speak. There we go. You love rats, they're so cute. Do you have a pet rat of your own? I love rats so much. I wish I had one, but I don't have room for another pet. You know, I probably do have time to take care of another, but space is a little bit limited right now, and unfortunately they will need a space of their own. You wish you had one? Same. So while I can't have any, I'll just draw them, you know, to appease my love for pet rats. Hopefully one day. Do you have any pets at the moment other than a rat? So I still need to do some shading around this side, and I reckon it starts about here. You have 2 dogs and a horse. Oh my goodness. A horse, that's intense. The antelope in Arizona are called pronghorns and they kind of look like African ones, but they are indigenous to the area. Okay. Do you know they're bigger? Like, much bigger than the African ones? I didn't think that the African ones were particularly big. I thought they were actually kind of small. Maybe I'm wrong though. Still need to do some texture on the cookie as well, but I am extremely happy that the tail is looking nice and the rest of him is looking nice. Just gonna keep adding some more texture to the fur. So I'm definitely not gonna be able to finish him today, but I'm thinking I might finish him on Friday in a very short stream. It is very expensive. Yeah, horses are so expensive. Like, do you keep your horse on your own property? Because I know if you don't, you have to pay a lot of money to get them essentially boarded somewhere. And it's not like they take care of the horse for you. You have to drive there every day and feed the horse, clean things. The only thing you're paying for, and it costs a fortune, is, you know, being able to house your horse somewhere. This piece is radical. Great job. Thank you, Kishnobi. Thank you so much. I'm so glad the spam bot left us last night on Discord. I was so worried going to bed thinking like, what if this thing spams you guys the whole time I'm asleep? I felt so bad. Yeah, my sister has a friend who boards her horses. So she gets to... My sister's a veterinarian, so she gets to ride her friend's horses. It's kind of like a trade-off, you know. She gives them regular health checks, and in return she gets to ride this pet horse. But it's so much work, like saddling the horse up. She once took me for my birthday to go on a ride, and it was ridiculous, like seeing how much work went into just saddling up a horse just before you want to ride it. It's ridiculous. It's a lot of work. It's definitely only for people who are very passionate. Does he have little tufts below? He doesn't really. That's strange. I can add a few. Yeah, last week you had 5 different Discord servers that you're in explode with 100 of notifications. That sucks. And it's, you know, what's silly is you can't do anything about it. Like, I looked into it last night and it baffled me that literally, like, you couldn't even do anything about it. You never wanted to pet a rat more. Looks soft. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like him. A question's always classy in your opinion. Exactly. Can you just throw this out there that Ratatouille is one of your favorite Pixar movies? That is definitely gotta be on the top of the list. I agree. Hello, El Toasty Buns. How are you? We were actually talking about animated TV series, but we were talking about 2D ones before. and running through some of our favorite childhood memories. You were looking it up, but you guessed pronghorn are almost 4 feet at the shoulder. You guessed they felt bigger when you saw them. Were you younger when you saw them? Like, sometimes. Hang on, guys, I will make a quick break. My mum's just at the door, so give me 1 second.